Well, it's a long trip. Obviously, being away from home this many days and having these many ball games on the road, you're on a circle of wagons kind of. We're going to be in, I wouldn't say hostile, but obviously not home confines. But, we got to stick together. We got to circle of wagons with each other on the team and, put up our best fight. Obviously, we don't want to give them opportunities to get out to big leads by some of the mistakes that we could possibly make, especially with live ball turnovers. Those are area we've seen the struggle at. But it's just kind of play the style we like to play, the up tempo with the pace, but be solid with our decisions. And I think if we do that, we'll give ourselves a fighting chance.
When you look at this Trailblazers team, I mean, obviously they've been playing so well as a group, but Damian Lillard, what do you do to try and contain him, slow him down, given especially the way he's been playing as of late?
Well, he's a great ball player. He's having a hell of a season. We try to do as much as possible to have him play in the crowd. Not always going to be successful doing that, but as much as possible, we like to have him, a couple people surrounding him, and hopefully that'll take away some of the quicker looks that he's been getting. I mean, he's been going on a tear, shooting deep threes and, shooting when you don't expect him to. I mean, he's been playing great. So, our task is to try to keep some people in front of him. He's not the only weapon, obviously. McCullough has been playing great as well. So they have a very strong guard attack that we're very conscious of.
What's it like knowing you're going to be facing all these Western Conference teams? I mean, obviously you've seen them throughout the season, but just teams you're not as familiar with. What types of advantages does that give you, or also disadvantages when you've got a stretch of teams that you don't see quite as much?
Well, I mean, obviously they're not a lot of teams that walk the ball up the floor. The pace is going to be a little quicker. Obviously, we want to play in that same realm with our pace, but I think it helps us playing against some of these Western Conference teams because they push the tempo a little bit, and we want to see how we play in that environment. Obviously, we've had some success playing that way, but we probably hadn't faced as many teams that play with that sort of up-tempo tempo. So I like our chances. We just got to make sure we're not making huge mistakes.
What are you seeing from Mason Plumlee?
He's a playmaker. You traditional big man, you get him around the basket. He's got quick feet. He's mobile. You would think he'll be attacking the rim a lot more, but Portland's been very good at putting the ball in his hands, and he's making decisions with the basketball that you would see from a point guard. So in that respect, he's definitely has improved in that area of his game, and it's just been solid. I don't expect him to throw him the ball in the post, but he is touching the ball a lot more, and he's making decisions with it.
Speaking of making decisions in the post, Brook, more than I think we've ever seen before, seems like he's finding guys and looking if he's getting double teamed to pass the ball off. What type of growth have you seen in his complete game in terms of how he's not only been able to score like we know, but also find his teammates?
Well, that's the next step in his game. When you're dominant around the basket and you're creating problems for the defense, then the next likely thing for the opponent to do is to try to take the ball out of your hand. And he's recognizing that because he's touching the ball a lot more. And when teams double team, he has to make the proper reads. And of late, he's been doing that, and hopefully he's continuing to do that. But when he gives it up, it definitely helps our team. We get some quality looks, and we get some opportunities to get other people involved.
Tony, getting a stab at a head job was a long time coming for you.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel?
Well, look, I've been in the league a long time. Obviously, if you're assistant coach in the NBA, you always want to have that opportunity. It's unfortunate for me it happened the way it did, but that's the nature of our business. But I'm going to try to enjoy the process as much as possible, managing the team, trying to get wins and hopefully improve some of our players. So I'm going to relish this opportunity, and each day is something new for me, so I'm liking it so far.
How many years were you an assistant, do you know?
Don't quote me, but maybe about 17.
Yeah.
This is like 17 years.
I thought it was close to 20.
Yeah, well, I'd like to get up there. We'll see.